I can see my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We're back for a special transfer deadline day live stream this evening. And that's what I'm laughing at. Hopefully, you're all doing well. And I can see that I'm very laggy. Hello. Yeah. Look, the final week of being on this platform before I move back over to Restream, I can't wait because honestly, this platform I'm using at the moment is absolutely atrocious. But yes, we are here to discuss all our deals that have been done on transfer deadline day. It's been a very busy day, incomings and outgoings. So we're going to go through that. We're going to kind of summarize overall our transfer window as well. And I'm going to give you a rating out of 10 towards the end of the show. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts as we go along as well. But before we do get into it all, I'm going to go to the comments. If it's going to do it, look, it's just all lagging out for me. Absolutely, I hate this platform. Come on, we want Ryan Hardie. Yes, I mean we're still refreshing our streams. I knew it was gonna break back when I were on here. It's gonna happen, guys, because I saw that Wrexham have just signed Kayla Dunn, so they were waiting for somebody else to come in before they were allowing Hardie out. So yeah, it is ours, to be honest with you. I can see it have already been done. They just have to wait for them to confirm their signing from their end. Yeah, nothing's yet of that one. Big up to you, Jack. By the way, guys, go and show Jack some love on his Instagram, Jack's Graphics 17. I always mean to keep putting his link in every description because every thumbnail you see is from the man himself, Jack. And yeah, he does a great job with my thumbnail as well. So yeah, big up to Jack. But yes, make sure you are smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below as we go along as well. But I mean, first, we are gonna. I bet somebody's gonna tell me when it breaks about around. I mean, I've got the notifications on, so look, we are gonna have a look back at our deadline days so far, because obviously it's still maybe deals that may be happening after the deadline's completed, because that's what it happens every time. They can be announced a little bit later. But yeah, I mean, first, let's go into the first signing that we made. And I'm just worried that this is going to crash on me again. So do bear with me. But I don't have a clue what is happening. Moment. Let me just. Right. So I'm going to share my screen. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on how you think the deadline Yeah, it just keeps lagging out. I do apologize for this, guys. I do really apologize for this, but I'm trying to share the screen. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can't share the screen this evening because it's just lagging. Right, here we are. Sorry about that. So yes, goalkeeper Nick Tazaniev has signed. Probably said that. I probably said that wrong. Has signed for us on a free transfer from Newport County. This is a really interesting sign, this, isn't it? Because we're going to the details on this one a little bit more than now. I do feel like this sign is quite peculiar because, first of all, something that kind of alarms me, first of all, with this deal is that it is actually a short-term contract. So we've got him on a free transfer, but it's a short-term contract until the end of the season. Now, I'm not really sure what the benefit of that is to us and what the benefit is that is to the player. Now, obviously, it probably looks like he's going to be third choice behind Nichols and Alnwick. Yeah, so I mean, look, he's very experienced in the EFL. He's got 182 senior career appearances to date, with 80 of those coming in League One. He will wear the number 33 shirt for us. Liam Manning has said a few words. This is having allowed Jacob Chancellor out on loan earlier this month. We felt that if the right opportunity came to add another senior goalkeeper to the squad presents itself before the window closed, that would be something worth exploring. With experience of international football and plenty of exposure to the wider EFL and League One in particular, Nick will be able to slot straight into our squad and work alongside Lee and Jack under Chris Elliott from day one. So a New Zealand international. So yes, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, it is a bit of a strange one. It's nothing against the lad, by the way. I'm not against this guy. I just don't understand the point of the sign, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that was the first bit of business that was done today from us. Let's go to the comments. Yeah, it keeps lagging though, Jack. I don't understand. I just hate this platform so much. It keeps really lagging for me on my side anyway. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel like the picture's lagging as well at times, but at least it's working. Big up to you, Aiden. Hi, mate. I hope you're okay. So big up to you. Thank you so much for being here, as is everybody. But yeah, it's good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. And Aiden says, make sure you smash the likes and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Quick reminder that you can become a member of the channel. Yes, you can. All 22 of you in here right now. You can become a member of the channel by clicking the join button down below. And you do get access to some Huddersfield Town emotes. So big up to you, Aiden, for that. And thank you so much for promoting. As always, yes, drop a like, subscribe if you are new around these ways. It really mean a lot to me. All right. Michael's in, says, Ian, I hope you're okay. Big up. Yeah. Hope you're doing well too then, Michael. Wayne's in the building as well. He says, hi, Ryan. Big up to you, Wayne. Hello. Yeah, and smash that like. Come on, Wayne. You smash that like button for me. Yeah, I would really appreciate it. 24 of you here right now. So come on. Don't be tight. It's free. It's free to click that like button. Hope we get Ryan Hardie deal done. Yes, I mean, I am expecting that deal to go through, Michael. I'd be very, very surprised if it hasn't, if it doesn't go through. I think it was announced at 6:45 that Wrexham had signed Kayla Dunn. They was waiting for somebody to come in as a replacement before they let him go. I think the deal's already been done, and all agreed. They were just waiting to be able to announce it. But you know what Town like? They're just teasing us. The admin is teasing us at this point, aren't they? Making us wait to see if we signed him. But yeah, I think we have. Sounds like Ruskin loan move has stalled. Yeah, I actually saw that Ruskin was linked to a move out, on a loan deal. But yeah, all right. I don't know where you've heard that, Michael. But yeah, we'll wait to see if we've got any news on that. But yes, Nick, I don't know how to say his surname, guys. Tazaniev, Tazaniev. I don't know. But you know who I mean, the goalkeeper signed from Newport County in a short-term deal until the end of the season. So up next, we have got a striker that came through the building earlier on as well. Bobby Wales, of course, yes. This guy, obviously, 20 years of age, striker, as I said. He's 6'2", it says on the article, but he looks smaller than 6'2", in my opinion. But anyway, pictures may just make him look smaller, but we'll have to wait and see. But obviously, he's tall. Didn't think he was as tall as what they've claimed on the website. He's won Player of the Year. He won Player of the Season for Kilmarnock last season in Scotland, before moving to Swansea in the summer, where he has really struggled to have any minutes, really. I think on the balance of play, I think he's kind of jumped at a move to England when he's not really been ready. And yeah, he obviously he's found himself just playing barely any minutes at all. Represents Scotland at under 21 level. And yes, he does join us on loan until the end of the season from Swansea, as I said. I mean, look, my thoughts on this is I actually like this signing, to be honest with you, I do, because I just think that he's certainly got a lot of potential, clearly. I think, he's shown quality, albeit in Scotland last season, winning the Young Player of the Year award last season for them. And yeah, I think he's very highly thought of around Swansea, to be honest with you. I think they have got high hopes of him, but they just haven't seen enough of him. And I think that, getting him out on loan, is a good move for them. It's a good move for us because we've got another option up front. We know how desperate we needed, striker options up front, and now this guy will help us out. And it'll benefit him as well, because I'm sure he wants to play football. So, you're a young lad, really, really eager to play. I must admit, I don't know if anybody's seen the interview that he did, but I was struggling to understand him because of his very strong Scottish accent, indeed. But yeah, no, look, I think it's a good option to have, utilising that loan market. And yeah, we'll see how he does. I'm excited to see how he does under us. And I've got a funny feeling that we're going to see plenty of goals from this guy come the end of the season. He's going to play a big part from now until the end of the season. I think it might take him a little bit of time to get up to speed with things, but I think that's understandable with a lack of football he's played. But I do believe this guy can come in and he's got the ability to really stake a claim, to be honest with you. And that's how I see it. But yeah, big up to Bobby Wales, who has joined. Welcome to the club, as well as Nick Tazaniev as well, the goalkeeper that I've already covered. Michael says we probably should have signed a centre-back. Yeah, as backup. Yeah, I mean, they were talk. I don't know if anybody else saw that earlier on, but I did see that we were actually going to be going for Tyler Fredrickson at Man United, one of the youngsters there, and apparently that fell through because he's picked up an injury. So yeah, he's staying with them. So yeah, and also we have an outgoing already, and that is Herbie Kane, who has joined Plymouth Argyle. This is on a loan deal, this, and I think for me, just waiting for it to. I don't know what's happening now. It's completely and utterly frozen. Right, there we are, we're back. No, we are not. Right, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of going off my screen here, I'm actually going to go onto my phone and use my phone to look at the notes rather than going off this because it just keeps freezing. Do apologise, guys, for the connectivity issues. I just don't like this software at all. I don't know why it's lagging as much as it is. But yes, Hardie Kane has joined Plymouth Argyle for the remainder of the season. Very much surplus to requirements around these ways after getting injured and then, well, supposedly injured and then find himself, well, whatever. But I think that, when he was posting an Instagram story of him being on holiday, doesn't really look a good look. Doesn't have a good look, does it really, to it? But yeah, I mean, Liam Manning has said coming off a long setback, the best thing to get Hardie back up to speed is regular, meaningful minutes, and that's not something we can guarantee him here with the competition for players we have in midfield areas, especially with other players hoping to return from their own injuries in the near future too. A shame for him to have missed so much of the season with injury. Plymouth Argyle, an ambitious club themselves with their own goals for the season, so that's no bad environment to join. We'll keep tabs on how Hardie progresses and wish him nothing but the best out on loan. So yeah, I mean, look, again, I think this is another plus of getting him out on loan. I don't, like I said, Manny said, he's not going to be used here, so we've got plenty of options in that midfield area. So he was never going to get the minutes he needed to get up to speed again. So yeah, send him out on loan. Not really too fussed about that one, to be honest with you. Now, so yes, Hardie Kane has gone out on loan. But big up to everyone that is tuning in. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Hopefully, my connectivity issues is a little bit better now. I think it just lags out so easily on this software. Now, I'm going to just have a look. I think Jack did say he was going to let me know if there were any news about Hardie. Nothing come through as of yet. Hardie is very much rumoured to be joining the club for the Wrexham striker, very experienced, very good at this level as well, scored plenty of goals. His goal scoring record doesn't lie. And if we can get him in, then I will, it will be absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping it's announced soon because the admin team, I think, at the club are just teasing us at this point. 20 minutes after the deadline has passed, and they're still yet to announce anything. But I mean, the longer it goes on, you have to question, has the deal fallen through with Hardie? I mean, Hardie has had a lot of injury issues, knee injuries, especially. He's had a knee injury recently. So yeah. So we will continue. We're going to kind of go recap of the news that we've obviously the business that we've done prior to this. Yeah, I mean, you might be right, Jack. To be fair, might be a 7:30, 8 o'clock kind of job, but I was hoping to kind of cover it a little bit on here. But they probably, hopefully, hopefully it's 7:30, not towards 8 o'clock, because otherwise, yeah. Tom Bradshaw gone to Barnsley from Oxford. I thought Town were after him once. Yeah, I think you're right. He was. We were linked with him at one point, weren't we, Wayne? But yeah, but Jack, keep me posted. But I am keep refreshing. But I'm trying to get through this as well. Right, so we're gonna review and summarize everything that's happened in the window so far. Then, and then I'll give my rating out of 10. Hopefully, with the Hardie sign on top of that, because obviously the rating will go up if we can get that Hardie deal done. But look, obviously, I think the window actually started very, very badly, didn't it, for us? Because obviously we lost Castledine, who was recalled by Chelsea, and then obviously was sold to Middlesbrough. We know how big of a player he's been this season for us, and yeah, it was a big loss. But I think for me, I would, so that's certainly a minus by its name, by Castletine's name, because it's a big loss. But we did react quickly and signed Cam Humphreys from on loan from Ipswich, a player that has been in League One with Wickham previously last season, and really, really showcased what he could do, the numbers that he had, and also the awards that he picked up as well whilst he was there. So I think that I was happy that the club was actually quite proactive, and they actually was they didn't waste any time to get somebody in as a near replacement. So yeah, for me, a big tick, a big plus for me on the Cameron Humphreys deal. Ben Wiles was sold to MK Dons in League Two. A massive big tick from me for that one. I was glad to see the back of him, to be quite honest with you. Good business, although we would have barely got any money for him. That's the only bad downside to it, because his contract was expiring in the summer. So, yes, it wasn't, we will have lost a lot of money on him. But it is what it is. At least he's kind of gone off the wage bill, and we've at least got something for him. And a lot of player that was very much inconsistent through his time at Town and went missing when we needed him most, when we needed him, when we needed him, when the going got tough, he went missing. When we were playing well, it wasn't a problem. But when Ben Wiles, when it was going tough, and we needed him to stand up and be counted, he was nowhere to be seen. So a very inconsistent player, and yeah, just not really. Yeah, I think a lot of people were happy to see the back of Wiles, to be honest with you, with the reaction that I certainly saw on social media. And then after that, so that for me a plus by Ben Wiles. Just good to get him out the door. And then next up, we've got another incoming. Obviously, Ballymumba came in, sold, obviously signed for us for around £1 million from Plymouth Argyle. And I think it was a massive risk paying the amount of money that we did for him, because bearing in mind he hadn't really shown really good form for quite a while at Plymouth. I think a lot of Plymouth fans weren't really unhappy to see him go, probably because he hadn't been delivering for them for quite a while. But having said that, I believe that there's a talent in there with Mumba, and he just needs a fresh start maybe, because yes, we've seen in the last couple of games, he's come in, he's done some good things, some glimpses of what he can do, but he does look like he's coming low on confidence as expected. But that doesn't make him a bad player. I think we have to be patient with him, but also I think that it's just a case of if we keep getting in the minutes, keep playing him, because he's started a lot of games. He's started last couple of games. So if we keep giving him minutes, we can just hope that he keeps building, because I think he does look good going forward. I think he got caught a few times going, defensively, sorry, a few times this season, last couple of games. But yeah, that's something to work on. But I think that it's, I think I'm more edging towards the plus for the Mumba signings, to be honest with you. I do like it. I think we all know how good he is. So if he can reach, what we saw, at the start of his Plymouth career, then I do believe that we've got a special player, and he will be worth every penny. So let's see how he does. But yeah, very, very good. Redmond was recalled back to Aston Villa, so that was another loan cut short. I don't know. I think at the time I kind of thought like it was a bit of a strange one, because obviously he had got, obviously we know he'd been out for quite a while through injury. We'd barely seen him before he got injured first time around. But I thought like he was ready to come back. We were told in the, before that he was nearly ready to return to play for us. And then all of a sudden his loan's being cut short and he's being recalled back to Villa. Of course, it was very, very strange. But Yeah, I mean, we didn't really see much of him, so I don't really think we can be too unhappy. Um, but we can be, I think we can like question a little bit about why he was sent back. Um, because yeah, it does seem quite strange. But yeah, so I think for me, look, if he, maybe he was still struggling with the injury that he had, maybe it was best to send him back. So yeah, probably more towards a plus because we don't really have much to go off on him. Owen Goodman, of course, we did sign. We did sign him last summer from Crystal Palace on loan, but yeah, I mean, he never really recovered from that Barnsley game, did he really? So yeah, Goodman signing your goalkeeper. I think it was, there was a lot of promise when he came in. People saying, he's going to come in and be the number one, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out for him, and his loan was cut short. And he's got actually at Barnsley now. He's actually at Barnsley now, isn't he? Back out on loan again at Barnsley. So funny how things work out. But yeah, obviously we did bring in Jack Alnwick from Cardiff on the permanent transfer. So yeah, I think on the balance of play, I think it was a good kind of swap there. So yeah, I think it's a plus for me to see that. Hello, Adam. He says hello. Ended on Twitch. Had a phone with my dad. Need to catch up. 21 minutes phone. All right. Big up to you. You didn't stay on the you weren't on long then, were you on Twitch? Didn't play much on Twitch unless yeah, because you didn't come on till 6:30 or just after 6:30. But yeah, big up to you. Hope you're well. Just going through the transfers and everything, and then hopefully we do get some news on the Ryan Hardie situation because we still have not heard anything as of yet. Now, the next player I do want to kind of talk about is Taylor. I mean, I've already said my thoughts on Taylor going out on loan to Wigan, which I found a really poor decision, and I won't back down from that. Okay, what anybody says. I think the reality of it is people can talk about Taylor's attitude all they like. The reality is we were just launching the ball up to him and expecting him to do things with it. Not going to happen. So I don't think he played to his strengths at all. He's a goal scorer. If you feed it into him and you actually work the team around him. But unfortunately, Taylor hasn't had that with the managers that have been here. I think when he came in last January, I was kind of thinking to myself, you know what? He wasn't really fit when he came in last summer. Not last summer, last January, sorry. And then he got injured, and then he could never really recover. So I wasn't really judging him on that. This summer, I was thinking, right, let's see him push on. A guy that cost £3 million, of course. But yeah, just wasn't Lee Grant didn't play to his strengths. So, yeah, I don't think that he was great either. I'm not going to say he was great, but I still think he's a very good player. And I don't think Grant was particularly helping him at all to try and regain confidence or anything, or even play to his strengths. So, yeah, he's gone out on loan to Wigan, where, like I said, he's already scored. And he looks like he's going to be a very good loan signing for Wigan. Then Chapman did go out on loan to Crawley, League Two side, and by all accounts, he's gone in there and he's done very, very well. Got a Crawley fan on Insta, and yeah, they're very, very happy with him. Had a fantastic debut, and he's followed that up with another good performance over the weekend as well. So, look, he's getting minutes, Chapman. I think so. For me, I think that's a big plus to see Chapman go out on loan and get minutes. He's 25, needs to be playing, and it didn't look like it was going to happen here. So yeah, it's the best thing for him, and let's see how he does, because you never know if he keeps performing like he is, then he could actually come back twice the player that he was when he left. So yeah, look, for me, Chapman going out on loan, goalkeeper, I think, yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? So plus for both parties, Chapman us and Crawley because they're getting a good goalkeeper at that level as well. Alice says, yeah, Lee Grant still screwing town over after he left Taylor. Yeah, I just think it was ridiculous. The very knee-jerk decision to send him out on loan. Crawley love him, yeah, they do. 3 clean sheets, yeah. So look, he's doing absolutely fantastic, Chapman, and I'm really, really pleased for him. I know there's a good goalie in there. I just think he's never really been able to play regularly for us, and that's just obviously hindered his progress on the field. So, but yeah, I mean, we've kind of, I mean, I was going to give my rating, but I'm still waiting to see if we've signed Hardie, and I'm still refreshing my feed, but people would have told me already had anything have happened. But yeah, I mean, if we don't get Hardie in this building, I'll be really, really disappointed, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I just think we all knew, as soon as Bojan got injured, we all knew Bojan Radulovic got injured. We all knew we needed a striker, a target man to replace him once we knew we were out for 2 months. And I just think, again, we've been less scrambling last minute again. And how many times have we said we need to sign a big man? And I can't, you can kind of look at it and think, why is it taken for Bojan to get injured for them to look at it? And you know what I mean? It doesn't really make any much sense to me. And again, I go back to it, signing Taylor, not signing Taylor, loaning out Taylor was absolutely Cracker's decision. I know he's not a target man, but I'm just saying. Charles should have gone out on loan. Yes, they should, but unfortunately, the fan base turned on Taylor. They pushed Taylor out the door, and their golden boy Charles stays because he does one good pass every 12 games. He's an amazing footballer according to the experts in this fan base. Yes, hope you're all proud of keeping Charles here because, oh yes, but by the way, he's a good player, by the way, Charles, according to the experts, because he's a nuisance. Sorry? Are we just clutching at straws here, or are we clutching at straws? He's a striker. He's judged on goals. He hasn't got enough goals. So deal with it and accept it. He ain't good enough. More often than not, he can't pass. He can't shoot. What are we doing here? Why are we defending an absolutely terrible footballer who just doesn't look interested either, by the way? We can talk about Taylor's attitude. Well, let's be consistent. Let's be consistent here with Charles. His attitude stinks as well, and I've seen it many a times. Looks very much disinterested. But again, it doesn't fit their narrative, so they won't say anything about that. They'll just leave it. They won't say anything. These experts in the fan base that keep sending me abuse and calling me the enemy of the club. Yeah, they won't kind of accept that Charles is not a very good footballer. They just won't. So yeah, just keep pushing the same narrative out there, you experts. I'm sure you're all tuning into this. Sure you're all looking at what I'm saying now and again, just to check in. So yeah, I don't believe they don't watch me. I think they do. They know. They know exactly. See, as though another fellow Huddersfield Town stream on another channel I was told that they was talking about me on stream. Apparently, I was spreading rumours about something about when Grant, I think it was when I heard something about Grant, coming over. I don't know, I can't remember what it was now. But it was about Grant after a game and how he behaved potentially. And apparently, I was spreading rumours. I wasn't spreading rumours. I was just basically feeding back what I'd heard. But apparently, I was spreading rumours. That yeah. But anyway, people that don't like me don't like me. I don't really care. Suit your own. Alice's Bolton fans think we have the best midfield in the league. Bolton fans are so. Another fan base I can't stand, by the way. Bolton fans, yeah. Who the hell do they think they are? They're constantly at us. They're obsessed with us, by the way. They always mention us. Ever since we signed Charles, ever since we signed him, they're always mentioning us. But yeah, they can say what they like. We've got a very good midfield. I'm very happy with our balancing our midfield now, to be honest with you. So yes, it says just goes to show with Batmaning, which I'm glad because that's one thing I was worried about. Well, yeah, but we still need. Just checking to see. I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't really. The longer this goes on, the more doubt I have that Hardie's going to be signing for us. Because we're at 20, nearly at 20-8 now. And there's still been no announcement. Because I think if we haven't been able to get that Hardie deal, I think it will be quite disappointing. I don't know what you guys think, Ali. Let me know what you think. If we don't get Hardie, do you think that it's been a disappointing end to the window, or do you think it's been a disappointing? The fact that we haven't really got that big physical striker that we needed in, because I don't think Bobby Wales looks very physical to me. I'm not going to write him off. I'm going to give him a chance, and hopefully he does well for us. But he doesn't look physical. Mind you, neither does Bojan really, does he? But he has obviously really bulked up in terms of his strength this season before he got injured. So yeah, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Really doesn't really mean anything if they don't look physical. But yeah, uh, all right. Hello there to Raymond, telling us a bit of news there for Newcastle. I mean, don't know if you know, but this is the Huddersfield fan channel, by the way. But yeah, big up to you. But yeah, I mean, we were. Or has he tweeted again? What's he said? Now let me have a look. Thank you for letting me know, Adam. Yeah, Kevin Nagel, the owner, has tweeted about 15 minutes ago, saying we were looking in the bushes for anything opportunistic until the deadline came and went. There you go. That doesn't sound very promising, that does it? To be honest, it sounds like he's kind of said that he's trying to get another one in before the deadline, but they've not been able to. Unless he's winding us up. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does sound to me like they've tried to get a deal. They've tried to get another player in, i.e., Hardie, and it's fallen through. But he might be on a he might be on a wind up. He might be teasing us a little bit. But yeah, I don't. It might have fallen through. But yeah. So yeah, I've kind of big up to everyone. There's 32 of you in here right now. Blooming heck. We are very, very popular this evening. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. There should be at least one or two of you in here that aren't subscribed to the channel. I do regular Huddersfield Town content Monday to Friday, sometimes even on a weekend as well. So I'm going to look at the likes anyway. For some reason, it's still showing me as when I've just gone onto my stream, and it's still showing me small on the screen. on my side, I'm on a big screen, but on the stream, it's actually I'm still small for some reason. Oh no, I am. But anyway, it's kept still over. I don't actually know, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I mean, I know obviously he was over for the past two home games, but I don't know if he's gone back after the game against Luton. Most likely, he only stays for two games usually, but could be wrong. Uh, yeah, I mean, doesn't look great, does it? This now, 35 are you in here? Come on, guys, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I do appreciate the stream is very, very laggy, which is just absolutely awful. But we are going to be back to restream next week, so it will be back to normal next week. Barnsley have lost their star strikers, killed. Yeah, they have. Yeah, he's going to be a big loss for them, isn't they? Obviously, I know they were like 5 games now, but without their key goal scorer, they're going to struggle for me. So it doesn't. I mean, I was going to give my rating, but I'm not really going to until. Yeah, I mean, from me, for me, guys, I'm going to be honest with you right now. If that's the business done, if Hardie hasn't arrived, I'm not really that impressed, to be honest with you, because we've lost our 3 top scorers this window through recall, injury, and loaning out. We've brought one in Wales, who in all honesty is unproven. We've lost 3 central midfielders, including Leo, and we've only brought in Humphreys. So I just don't know. I'm just not really that impressed if that's us done. Just keep refreshing the page. But yeah, any more fan messages or whatever? Yeah, I mean, Aiden, if you want to, I mean, I don't really like muting people because he's not being abused for anything, is he? But Raymond, if you don't, if you just if you don't keep repeating what you're saying, mate, please, if you don't mind. It's just a bit. But Ryan Hardie has signed for us. Ryan Hardie is a terrier. It has just been announced. And yes, my goodness, the club were teasing us. They were teasing us, weren't they? And yeah, it has been confirmed that Ryan Hardie has now come through the door, which, look, makes me feel a little bit better for sure. We'll just wait for the news to filter through on the article link there. But yeah, Ryan Hardie is a Huddersfield Town player, and in Huddersfield Town style, took us 45 minutes just to announce it. But just gonna, yeah, here we are. We've got the article up now as well. So just to finish, he says this is a loan deal till the end of the season from Wrexham, a centre forward who has experienced various successes since entering the Football League from his native Scotland. 28 years of age. So he won the league with Plymouth in the 22-23 season alongside Ballymumba and Miller. So he's coming in and he knows a few of the lads already. Like I said, his qualities are all to see out there. He's strong, physical, technical capabilities in the final third. You look at his career in all competitions, he's made 380 appearances, scoring 113 goals and registering 30 further assists. He will wear the number 29 shirt for us. Liam Manning, just to see what he says here. To sign a forward of Ryan's calibre at this stage of the season is a huge boost, and his record at this level speaks for itself. Since arriving, adding a different type of profile to options up front was always part of the conversation. And Ryan ticks a lot of those boxes for us. We'll quickly get him up to speed, and I look forward to working more closely with him alongside our coaches over the next few months. Obviously, a good goal scorer, but more importantly, a hard worker off the ball, who is just as likely to create chances for others. His arrival rounds off a really positive transfer window for the club. Yeah, so there were a lot of talk about if he was coming to the club injured. Now, by the sounds of that, it sounds like he's not coming in injured. He's coming in. He might be a little bit. Obviously, he's come back from an injury, but he's still needed to get up to speed with things. But he's not injured anymore. He's ready to get out on the training field. So yeah. Aiden says, thank God for that. I know. Unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, I know Nagel was teasing us, wasn't he, with that post. And he says, what did I tell you before the live stream? Yeah, you did. You called it. You called it that Ryan Hardie would be signed whilst I was on the live stream. So yes, you mind reader, you. Ryan Hardie, the Terry, indeed. He is. What type of striker? Well, like I say, he's a real tall, physical striker. I mean, good at linking up play, good at winning those headers as well. And yeah, I think he's just an all-round very, very good striker. And at this level, scored goals. He's scored goals for fun at this level before. So yeah, really, really, really happy to see it. So our rating for the window, I mean, we did kind of say before that we've kind of lost a few midfielders and we've only got one in. I mean, you could say that McGuane is technically a new signing, so, but yeah, what would you guys give if you had to give a rating out of 10? What would you give our window overall? Because we have done well. I think this Ryan Hardie signing does obviously kind of bolster up the number for me. For me, I'm actually going to give it. I'm going to give it an 8. I think the business in and out has been good, and yes, we could have maybe got another midfielder in there, but I still think that we've got 2 strikers in the building now, which is on deadline day. We've got. So I think a lot of people will be happy with that, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to give it an 8. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that before we do wrap up the show, because I'm going to head out in a moment. But I think in terms of content, I might do. Well, I'm going to do a video tomorrow, probably summarising Brian Hardie's the signing of Brian Hardie, and yeah, I don't know. Think well, that will be a video out tomorrow reacting to the deadline day drama, and yeah. But look, we are going to head out now anyway. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Adam's gone in there with a 7. Nice. Aiden thinks an 8, like me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to give it a 10, or a 9, but I think an 8's fair. So 7 and 8. I've gone for an 8. So yes, have a good rest of the evening, whatever you do. I do apologise for the lag, the connectivity issues once again. It's an absolute nightmare this, but we'll get through this week and then we'll be back to normal next week. So yes. Oh yes, we have got a short coming out very shortly of the player ratings for the for the Peterborough game. So yeah, Adam is helping me out with that, and yeah, big up to you, Adam. And yes, stay tuned for the first ever short on the channel. And but yes, big up to you, Adam. Adam's done a fantastic job of it so far. I've seen a little preview of it, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah, we're gonna head out. So make sure you do smash the likes on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section if you're watching this on playback. You can follow me across all my socials. The links are in the description to this, not in the description, on my main YouTube profile on here. Discord, TikTok. On TikTok, can we get to 50 followers on TikTok, guys? We're on 47, I think, at the moment. So yeah, go and give me a follow on TikTok. I've just created that account, and go and follow me on all my other socials. Subscribe to this channel. I really, really do appreciate all your support. So yeah, we're back very, very soon for some more content. Yes, you're on the case now, so you're doing it now, finishing it off for me. Peter Rock put on tea time trying to get the deal. Yeah, I know that, Paul. I did see that, but it did look like it potentially had fallen through. But no, it's been done, and we're happy for it. So, guys, I'm going to head out. Take care. Have a good rest of the evening. And make sure you do watch my reaction video to the Peterborough game, by the way. If you haven't seen it already, I posted that today. So do go and check that one out. Drop a like on that as well. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, there'll be some more content coming out tomorrow. So stay tuned for some more. And the short is coming out very, very soon. So make sure you keep your eyes out for that as well. Not sure when it'll be out, but either tonight or tomorrow in the morning, potentially. But yes, Ryan Hardie, the go indeed. We've got him. We've got him, Storm. We have got him. What a big sign that is. But guys, have a good rest of the evening. Take care. And as always, up the town, Liam Manning's Bamiani. Cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon.